Alright, so this is kind of a brief walkthrough for this week's project. You can see I've downloaded my Groove 100 beats per minute, and I'm going to open this by double clicking on it, and I basically unzipped it, and it should just appear. You can listen to it if you want. You get the idea. Now I'm not going to open Reaper, and it may tell me it can't find my last project because I threw it in the trash. It's okay. So I'm going to go to File, New Project. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to File, Save Project. And I'm going to make sure that this goes onto the desktop. I'm going to call this Week 6 Fenninger. Put your name on it. Whoops, I just said Week Fenninger. Alright, so I'll save that to the desktop. And notice that it has appeared on the desktop. Now, next thing I want to do is I want to match up my tempo with my MP3 file. In this case, it's 100. So I'm going to go beats per minute here, click on it once, type in 100. So I've now matched up my tempo to Reaper with my MP3 file. So once I've done that, I'm just going to take my MP3 file and drag it right into Reaper. Line it up at the beginning. Now you can press play or just hit the space bar, and you can hear it. Then I'm going to do this again, because the idea is we're going to want to make this a longer file. So drag it up in the same track right next to it. Now, a couple things. The idea is we're going to combine these two files so they're seamless. And this way we create a longer loop. And we're going to be talking about how to create loops later in the course, because it's going to be important for video games. First thing we want to do is we want to turn off this grid. If you see you have lines here, that's a grid. You don't want it to snap to a grid. So you go up to the tool menu and unenable grid lines. This allows you to actually drag this very fine and incrementally without snapping to a grid. For this project, we're not going to want to use auto crossfade. It's not going to work. So turn off the auto crossfade by clicking over here on the crossfade. Then what you're going to do is you're going to just drag this, and you're going to sort of ballpark it to where you think it's going to be seamless. And you're going to have to listen to it to figure out if it is. And you're just going to have to keep experimenting. See, there's a little bit of a hesitancy there, so I got to move it a little bit this way, to get rid of that. And you're just going to have to use your ears. Once you've found that perfect transition spot, you're going to use your Crossfade tool by going up to the upper left-hand corner of the file, the second file, and you're just going to create a little bit of a crossfade to get rid of any clicks and pops. And you're going to have to experiment with this, okay? So once you've done that, all right, you're going to go up to, you're going to obviously save it, and you're going to go to Edit, and you're going to go Select All Items and Tracks, okay? And basically, why didn't that not work? There we go. Don't know why it didn't work first time. Anyway, you should be seeing this in black. If it's not, it's very simple. Just click once, shift-click the other one, and you've now selected it all, so you can get at it either way. Then we're going to render this into a WAV file. So what we do is go up to File, and we're going to go to Render. And you want to make sure that this is being saved to desktop. In this case, this is going into my folder. Either one doesn't matter. It tells me that it's going into desktop Week 6 Fenninger, so it's going into my folder, which is a good thing. It should default to this, so just make sure that it does. Saving as Week 6 Fenninger, and I'm going to just go down here. All this can stay. You don't have to worry about it. Go to Render One File, and it will show you what's being rendered. You don't have to do anything with this. Close it out, and I'll collapse Reaper. And then if we go down to my Week 6 Fenninger folder, there's my render. And this is what you're going to be posting on Moodle. So when you post this on Moodle, you're going to upload this. Now a little bit of file maintenance here. You have this Groove 100 folder repeats here, and you're just going to drag this in. So make sure everything is in that folder. And it's not going to matter right now, but if you ever just send this folder to someone else to do some tweaking or collaborate with, you'd want all your files in there. This you don't have to worry about because it's already been copied in there, but usually what I do just to play it safe, I put both files right in there. So then when I open up Reaper, I know that everything's in here. But again, this WAV file is the one that you're going to be posting on Moodle. So hopefully that helped.